Good morning. Welcome back to our Croatian Homestead. It's a beautiful autumn day. We've just started coming into autumn. Swimming pool is gone. We've picked that up, cleaned up. It's just in the back there drying. We'll have to fold it up and put it back, put it away till spring. I've been working a little bit on the kids' tree house. This morning I was helping the neighbors get the potatoes out. And we've got new baby chicks. I'm gonna grow my flock this year a little bit more. I'm collecting more eggs to hatch even more baby chicks this year. Hopefully the flock will grow a bit bigger, because really we don't have enough eggs for what we are selling and what we are using for ourselves. Well, today I won't be building anything anymore, or working on any of or working on clearing out. Yesterday the boys and I have made them a little jump over there for their bikes. The younger Adrian, he's been trying to jump and fell quite a few times, so that was funny. So enough of the builds. Now we gotta concentrate on the garden and get it ready for autumn seeding and cleaned enough for the spring. And the last tomatoes we've picked, we'll make the sauce tomorrow. I've got the feeders for my beehives. Actually, I've got to open it up and have a look at them and see what's going on there. I have harvested about 13-14 kilos of honey this year, only from one hive. The other hives didn't do well. Hopefully, the most of the honey I have actually given away. We've got a couple of kilos at home for ourselves. That should be enough for us for till next year. Last year I was just feeding the bees with the fondant. The rest of the beekeepers told me it's too expensive. I should look into buying these and feed them sugar syrup, which is much cheaper. So this is what I've bought for this year. I just have to figure out how this works. The walnuts started dropping as well. We're collecting them slowly every day a little bit. So hopefully we'll have enough for homemade cakes. I've got the beans. I've got to take them apart, and these are gonna be for seeds. These are the butter beans. So that should be more than enough for seeds. I just have to get them cleaned up. I've got other beans down there which I need to pick now. And they're gonna be for beans for eating. all the braces on. Everything is now steady, it's not moving and flying around anymore. I've put the anchors to hook that big tire for the kids to swing. Now they can wait for a couple of days. I want to do the garden. Maybe I should be starting to work on the orchard as well, but we'll see what happens. I've leveled a few bits and pieces here, but I haven't done much on it. This bit of the garden, I've got the chicken tractor happening. I'm getting the chickens to clean out all the brush, the grass. So hopefully they clean that up, and then I can maybe move them over there. That's all overgrown. I need to expand. This should be all garden next year. We are slowly working on it. The broiler chicks look really great, but I'll let them a few more weeks. I want them to grow a little bit bigger. We'll see what happens. I've got the carrots growing in here. They're looking quite good. I cleaned this up yesterday. What I want to do is clean these two out as well today. Get the beans out. The peas are not looking good. I don't think I'll get a yield this year. It was just too hot. But the beetroots, they look really nice. So hopefully I can, kind of clean this or have this ready, and then the next day I can go over there. We still got peppers growing. Eggplants are still doing okay. Silver beet growing there. And that's spinach that was self-seeded. I picked that up. I was picking it already twice. It's time to pick it one more time, but I'll leave this for a little bit later today. I want to concentrate on this bit and get one bit after the other finished. Well, once I pick this first row of beans, I'll have a look at the second row. I think that's finished as well. Those beans are done as well. They are, I think, a week or 2 weeks planted after this one, but I'll have a look as I go. I've decided not to take out the other row. It looks much better than this one. This one was all falling over on the floor. The other stuff is still upright and looking nice, so I'll leave that. There's a bit of weeds. I'll clean them up. Then I'll take this up to dry, and then I'll have the trailer empty to collect all this other stuff to put it on the compost. I finished this bit, it didn't take long. I'm gonna leave it the way it is. Once I start planting something in it, I'll rake it and make it all nice, but at the moment it's just gonna stay the way it is. This year I wanna plant 3 times more onions than last year. Garlic, we had enough. 1 row of garlic was perfectly fine. Still learning, making mistakes. Couple of mistakes I made this year, and I'm not gonna do that again. These steaks, the big tomato that I had planted, the tomato for the sauce, these can't take the weight of it. It just falls. Gotta make something sturdier. So these are not gonna be used anymore. That plastic rope that I bought, I thought it's gonna last me a long time. It is okay, but it stretches too much and just everything sags, and that's a big mistake. No more of that. But these are really good for the tomatoes. So I'll be using these for single leader tomatoes. The wooden ones that I've used over there, they're already rotting. A little bit of rain and a wind, they just fall over. So I won't be making any more of my own timber stakes. Not happy with it. But slowly we are learning. I'm getting all this grass creeping in here. I bought a plastic border that I'm gonna put on one bit and just see if it's gonna work for me. Don't wanna buy the whole thing, install it and then go, oops, this is no good. So I bought one roll, which is only 9 meters long, it's not too long. I'll install that, see how that does. If it's working good, I'll do the rest of it. I mean, I'm not gonna go further this way with the garden. The only way to expand is gonna be down and that way. So if this works good, I can at least get this side finished and don't have to worry about this grass creeping in. The bottom I'll still clean up, but that's okay. Once the garden is finished or it's got its size, then that's not gonna be a problem anymore. I can finish off the whole thing. So I've got some of these white mushrooms growing. I'm not sure what they're called in English. I was picking them as a child back in the day. As long as they're small and white, they're edible. Once they go puffy and they're like a puffy mushroom, you can't eat them. But I'm really happy to see them in the garden. I actually see them in the lawn on few spots where I had geese running. So I'm really happy. Hopefully I'm gonna get some white cap mushrooms as well growing on this pasture once we get more animals roaming, because it's normal here for wild cap mushrooms to grow on pasture here. So hopefully in a few years I'll have that as well. Will be nice to collect some mushrooms on your property. Why not? So it's going quite well. I'm gonna go get my rake these tomatoes in, put them in there. The geese will eat it all. That's not a problem. It's not gonna go to waste. So let's do that. Clean this up. What I'm thinking is a lot of ripe tomato has fallen down, released the seeds. Same here with the cherry tomatoes. I'm thinking whether I don't plant anything in these two beds or I plant onion. And hopefully in spring these seeds sprout by themselves. You never know. So maybe I get some volunteer tomatoes to come up, and I can just transplant them wherever I need to, and get some free tomatoes or no effort tomatoes. We'll see what happens. I'm willing to try it. Why not? Hopefully the seeds will survive the winter. I mean, they should. So I'll just weed this garden here, and I think that's it for today. I gotta go pick up the kids from school. Maybe I'll come this afternoon and see what's in that jungle there, and pick some of the pumpkins that we have lying around. We'll see. But yeah, I'll do this now, and then we'll finish the rest later. The bonus things that I wanted to clean up there I haven't finished, but the rest of the garden looks great. I feel a bit sick. I'm congested, and I don't know. But when I'm here in the garden, here in the nature, in the sun, I really feel nice and good. I lay down for a bit, and I really didn't feel well. So I went, you know what? I'm getting up, and I'm gonna go into the garden and do a little bit more work. Now, the clouds are slowly moving in, and I felt a few raindrops as well. And so what I will do is I'll stop with the garden for now, and I'll go get these beans cleaned up or started. I mean, I do need the seed for next year. So we have a beetle here that drills the beans. It lays the egg inside of the husk of the bean, and then the little larva develops and drills the bean, and it's no good anymore. So I need to clean it up as quick as possible and put it in the freezer for a day or two, just to kill the eggs and the larvae. So that's one of the things that I learned this year. Last year I collected a lot of beans, and they were all drilled and no good. So hey, but something new to learn. I'm actually thinking as the season is kind of in between, there is no immediate things that I have to do. I can always wait with the things or two. Don't have to plant something right now and then. To maybe do 7 or 10 days a video every single day and post it, just for what I do here on the farm. So maybe if that's a good idea, if you think that's okay, that I should do it, I'm happy to, give it a go. I'm really cleaning one mess and making another one for myself. Once this house is built, I'll be really missing this space that I have here. I'll have to do something. I reckon the garage is gonna become the next best thing for doing things like this. Oh, one thing I was gonna say. We were in Bosnia visiting my wife's parents this weekend or last weekend, and on a border crossing, we gave our papers got checked in, and as we were crossing, I have to stop for customs, and without even looking at the papers, because he doesn't, the guy stops us and says, "Where are you going, Australians?" My wife and I looked at each other. How does he know that we are from Australia? I mean, he didn't even, do we look Australian or what's going on, you know? And then we just said we're going back home. And he said, oh, do you have anything to declare? And we said, no, we've got a couple of liters of rakia that we bought, and but you know, we can take that over the 2 liters, we can get over the border without paying anything. And then he mentions that he watches my channel sometimes, so he knew more about me just by seeing me than I knew what was going on. But anyway, he was really nice. I mean, it was a nice gesture, nice surprise to get recognized by him. Anyway, continue making a mess. I have cleaned all these up. Now I should have more seed than what I need. I actually ran out of all the seed that I have, so I'm happy to have this. I'm just gonna put them out so they dry a little bit more, and then get the beans out, and then straight in the freezer. This little beetle is not gonna eat my seeds this time. I can't lose them because otherwise I don't have any. But this should be more than enough for me to plant and sell butter beans. Maybe I'll make a butter bean company here and just sell butter beans. No, just kidding. Anyway, it's getting slowly dark. Still have to do my chores with the animals, make sure they're fed and watered, and call it a day. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.